Start tonight with a report from Seattle's Office of Police Accountability. And in that report, they say police failed to de-escalate the situation that happened last year at Seattle's Waterfront. A man named Derek Hayden was having a mental health crisis, according to that report. Hayden was shot and killed by Seattle police officers. Fox 13 News reporter Jennifer Lee joins us live from the waterfront to explain what this means and where we go from here. Jen?
Right, Matthew. So this is where that deadly shooting happened involving those two SPD officers last February. Now, about a year later, the Office of Police Accountability says those officers should have engaged in more active planning to create more time, distance, and shielding in hopes of preventing the outcome.
No! Get down on the ground!
Do it!
Stop!
Please kill me!
These are the last words spoken by Derek Hayden. He's talking to Seattle police officers who are pointing their weapons.
Please kill me!
The officers shoot and kill Hayden after he charged at them with a knife. The body camera footage has been too painful for loved ones like his childhood friend Alan Burns to watch.
He was very smart. He was a really nice guy. Very talented.
The Office of Police Accountability took a closer look at the case, especially the roles of the officers Cassidy Butler and Willard Jarrett. The board found they violated policy, saying when they stepped into Hayden's path with their guns drawn, that took away time that could have been used to come to a peaceful resolution with the man. Investigators say that's the most crucial factor of de-escalation.
You know, sometimes officers have to make split-second decisions, but at least if you have a time and distance and space to make that decision, you're not right up next to the suspect, then maybe you'll be able to make a decision that doesn't lead to someone being killed.
Representative Johnson sponsored House Bill 1310, which passed last year.
And so this bill was about establishing a reasonable care standard for physical force when and if it should be used. Prioritizing de-escalation and less lethal enforcement of the law.
Since the passage of the bill, he says there's been an over 60% drop in deaths at the hands of police.
We have a narrow definition of deadly force in 1310. So deadly force is only allowed after all of these tactics have been exhausted. And in this case, it doesn't look like they were.
The Seattle Police Department says, as with any death driven by mental illness, this is an unquestionable tragedy, which also impacts its officers, who it says continue to be called to bridge the gaps in service between public safety and public health. Saying, quote, while the use of any force in such incidents remains incredibly rare, the situation itself is not. In the absence of robust alternative options, SPD continues to respond to more than 10,000 crisis calls each year, many involving armed individuals. Of those, only around 1% involve any use of force, the majority of which is at the lowest reportable level.
Police need to stop killing innocent people.
We reached out to the Office of Police Accountability requesting an interview, but did not hear back from them tonight. And we should mention there are varying opinions coming in about their findings. But nonetheless, SPD says that it has supplemented its training and resources over the last year. Some of it includes edged weapon de-escalation training and a program to equip its officers with an additional tool to interrupt a threat from a safer distance away. We also reached out to the Seattle Police Officers Guild. They are not commenting at this time. For now, reporting live in Seattle, Jennifer Lee, Fox 13 News.
Jen, thanks.